Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
Alright, this is the brothers here from the Edification camp here in Trinidad. Alright, it's a little before camp edification. Alright, for the power and spirit of Yahweh about to now try this. Before camp edification going on the prophecies concerning, the world economy and whatnot and so forth. So before we start, first and foremost, alright, double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that do well.
Shalom.
Salutations unto the brothers teaching the truth. Show the four corners of the earth, risking the lies and the freedom to do so no more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled Israelites who may look like the other nations, but are Israel through their forefatherly lineage, and shalom unto the very few but faithful Apuat, which is the sister.
Shalom.
Alright. So as I say, this year it's going on the world economy right now because I don't know if you know, but as of today or maybe yesterday, but you know the time difference now between here and between the Western world and the Eastern world. Alright, Sri Lanka has officially announced that their economy has come to a total collapse. Alright? It has come to a total collapse. Alright? And then you have Pakistan following in suit. Alright? India also not too far behind. And just as it's happening, as I said last time when the underguard was here, what you're seeing taking place with the world economy and these nations' economy that is collapsing. Anything else to start with? Good. Yeah, I will speak while there's some, right? So what I see taking place right now is a domino effect. Alright? As far as we line up a set of dominoes, and when they touch one, you all be falling one after the other. Right? So basically it's still taking place with the economies of these countries worldwide. Lebanon also going through a serious crisis. Alright? I think they just call it Lebanese pound. Yeah, their dollar has been depreciated drastically. Alright, Iran also. Yeah, Iran also they're going through some stress right now. Right now they the first to start with the biometric system, to buy food and what have you. Right, that biometric system goes into the MOTD system.
Even just to add, because it had an article in the papers where it said that the government the scheduled to pay public servants electronically. Yeah.
Same thing too.
I don't know who that be.
Yeah.
Electronically. Alright.
That was in the news recently, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so you see the signs all here. Look at Jamaica. Jamaica launched the digital currency, Jamdex.
It is what legal tender.
Which mean what? You could use it to pay for things, to buy and sell. Yeah.
Right?
So which signaling what? You're signaling the end of paper money.
Yeah.
As we know it.
As we know it, as we've been telling you all, but it's June! Ain't no microchips!
Ezekiel 7 and 19. It says Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and the gold shall be removed. Okay?
And that what that gold that prophecy concerning the gold shall be removed. That going back all back to the 70s. When it was Reagan? Nixon?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In the 70s, what Nixon do? Nixon take away the gold standard, say that it will by doing that it will be good for the US economy. You understand? When we know for a fact, coming down later on the line, because the Most High God say, well, Yabashina said what he's going to make this up here. And the free time when this all is being made here. So we the prophets, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashina, we got to really find out this was scheme. that gold back in standard that he crashed back in the 70s was to make way for what is to come now. Because the CBDC, I don't want to stray, you know, but it's all within what we're dealing with here. The CBDC, all right, the CBDC, that whole situation with the CBDC, it goes all the way back to the gold standard because the man who running the Federal Reserve, he was saying that in order for the U.S. currency to survive, they need to bring down the cryptocurrency business, you understand, but under the central bank.
Because at the end of the day, the whole system was a corrupt one. It was a giant Ponzi scheme, right? A whole giant Ponzi scheme where the U.S. Treasury basically, you know, requesting the Federal Reserve to print money out of thin air, right? Which eventually would come to a fall to where we're reaching right now, because what they've been doing, just kicking the can down the road by printing more and more money to so-called pay off the debt, which created what a huge deficit budget,
which is a big bubble.
Which bubble bursting right now, right? Because why the scripture say, wisdom is a defense. Let me bring it out. Wisdom is a defense and money is a defense. It's Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. They say for wisdom is a defense and money is a defense.
Everything else, what is money?
True money.
What is true money? True money ain't this here. This is not true money. This is freaking paper. They ain't paper. They plastic. You know, they plastic. You understand? They plastic. Look where your money reach through from gold and silver. All right, we could be able to trade in, all right, to our deceitful plots, what's been orchestrated by the elites, by the banking elites, all right, to give you paper, which in turn turns to plastic, which in turn is going to turn into what? Into a little technological advancement device.
So you see, that is showing you the progression of the loss of value of money. It's just going to, but digital currency is really nothing.
It's nothing.
It's ones and zeros.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is what, ones and zeros. You have nothing you can tangible, nothing you can touch, right?
You can't touch that.
Right?
You can't touch that.
Yeah, you can't even touch it.
I don't know why digital.
Yeah. You understand?
You can't touch it.
You understand?
You could touch something that's digital.
Basically, it just is numbers on your screen.
It's numbers, yeah.
We can just.
That's what it is. It's literally numbers. It's literally numbers on your. It's literally numbers in your digital wallet, because because besides the CBDC, besides that digital wallet, in order for you to have access to your digital wallet, which the wallet will be inside of you, outside of you, you have to have a digital ID. The ID needs to work being compatible with the wallet in order for you to have access to the wallet. Without the ID, you can't get access to the wallet.
Which when you read the article, right, that they published. Right. Which when you read the article what they published concerning the payments of public servants, it's also going to say that you will be issued a digital ID, meaning like a serial number. Then
it's a serial number. Yeah.
You know, Salakia, when GMS Watch Money had a video a while back, he bring it out and she showed that a CIA guy was showing how the MDOTCTDB.
Yeah, I remember,
ITDP, right? How they created billions of them.
Yeah.
And that they were actually some guys were showing up from the treasury and from the military with under alias names or with not given the name, right? And they run and they use the technology and they produce what they had to produce, right? But what the point what he was making is that each one of those IDPs have a unique identifier number, right? A unique identifying number, which is what the same thing what local prime minister is saying, Raoul.
Yeah.
You know, a digital identity.
That unique digital identity.
E-identity.
Right? Because Jamaica right now, whilst there was bringing out the Jamdex, they was also in the making of rolling out the digital identity. You understand? That's why they say that even if you don't have a banking account, it's going to be a problem. Alright, it will be a problem. You can come and you can come to the CBDC and open up your account, but with your account now, by you opening your account to the CBDC, you will be issued a digital identity,
which will link to your wallet. So
And-
you no longer
and-
need a bank account.
right?
And as just to add, because in the article here it's saying that it's not only public servants but also like pensioners and you understand all who receive money from the government, whether it be disability grant or
Your
what.
pension or
Yeah.
even the NIS.
This is the new
system that
new
they
system
use.
that I've been
I'll go back to one favorite scripture, 16 and 16.
Well, I'll go to
You
that.
have,
I'll go to that. So
whatever.
finish
Yeah,
with that and then go back to your words.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 12, for wisdom is defense and money is a defense. And one point I wanted to make about the defense is that they've been gradually taking away defense. Right? Because number one is a defense in two ways. One to the individual. Because you can go and when you have gold, your own gold or your own money, you can do this real money. I'm talking about gold or silver. You can go and buy with money. Right? Now this system now, this is the perfect system that they're bringing digital, you know, because it's programmable, right? They're going to take away your ability to buy what you want. You want self-effect on a purchase.
They are the power to control.
Yeah, they are the
Full
power to
control.
You understand? They could seize your assets and
Yeah, they could like for all right, it have you see the can't look for instance, right, the government can't really get to tax everybody. Because it are those who self-employed, who are the own little small business, them don't really pay tax. It's like it's we who working under a private sector, who working for somebody, who working for an employer. Alright? Whether it be government, whether it be private sector, we know before we get paid, we just get taxed. Alright? But with those who work in private sector, them they really pay taxes. Unless they're buying something, value added tax, whatever. But now with the CBDC, when they pay you that chip in your Slovakia, when they pay you that implant within you, all right, they could take out the taxes automatically without your consent. All right,
as they say, is that's a new way of accounting. Before accounting, you have receipts. And you have bills and all that. Yeah, you don't need those things anymore. So that's what they bringing it to. Right? So you have no way you can escape. You have no way you could do off balance sheet financing and all them things like that. Right? Because everything now will be reported. Everything will be accounted for. Right? You have no long time you have bookkeeping. Debits and credits.
Paperwork, more paper. They're phasing out the paperwork and making everything digital.
That's why they've been putting up all them towers. You understand? That is why they asked our T-Mobile employee who deal with that was he himself was putting up those towers now, and he himself said he admitted to say yes. The little technological advancement, it is to work in tandem
with those things,
with those towers that they've been. He admitted. He admitted, but the thing is he don't really had the understanding of what it is really about until I really started break it down for him, and he was like, this thing we're telling me, it make sense. I had to really investigate it. Because what we saying, what all that's why again, remember that sport things?
And that's why, I used to tell people that during the time of the lockdown, right, when the Prime Minister he said that they would not be filling any vacant position within the government sector, right? Was to update for all government institutions to update.
Because right now, as I was showing, because I told you we have somebody on the inside, right? We have somebody on the inside. And what characters I was showing is that the government right now, what they're doing is transferring all. Right now as we speak, the buildings around the country, about 13 buildings in fast-paced mode. for them that is to do that is to coincide with data digital transfer. Listen, I don't think a book you write down. That's not.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's about digitalization.
Yeah,
bringing
it's
everything on the
transferring
records.
Transferring a record from paperwork to
from
database.
paperwork to digital database now. Digital transformation of data. That is what it is about. You know, so what you were saying there is correct. The reason why he didn't want no more new workers in any of the government sector, any of the ministerial, whatnot, so forth, is because they already have a backlog data where they have to deal with first and then.
And at that point in time, they even had said that it had hackers that hack the Port of Spain Corporation, right? And they had to change over the whole payroll system. They had to change it over. And not only corporation, but I think Massey and all they say they get hacked.
They had one. I think Massey stores. But you know, that's one thing I was saying here in terms of the defense.
Yeah.
Because they're not only taking away the defense of the individual, but the defense of the country as well, the economy. Right? Because when they take away that goal, right, that means they can borrow how much you want, right? Because at the end of the day, what they just printing money out of paper outside sitting here, right? Whereas if you have gold back standard, they can only borrow what you have or what is there in terms of hard gold. So you see, this was the downfall of the system, and this system was designed to crash by the elites, the banking elites. You saw them, right? It was designed this way, right? Because they know at the end of the day, there will come a time when they would finish with Babylon the Great and want to move on to other countries more lucrative, like China, right? Like India, like Russia. Right, so everything that you see here happening here is by design. By design.
And just to add, because
let me give you some more scriptures.
Let me bring it out here. Ezekiel 7 and verse 19 reads over. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed.
Which is the money. As I say, it's gold to here, come back then. Alright, but this when on a deeper sense is the money, because what's going on right now, your money is devaluing day by day. As the day goes by, your money devaluing.
James chapter 5.
Right? Even our TT dollar is devaluing. Alright? Look at a perfect example. The food prices that skyrocketing. Alright? Since they raise the flour, so $100 for the sack. And how much for a pack of flour? For the so-called 5 pounds.
That must be going up to, I don't know, I'm not sure.
I saw that much is $25 a pack.
By now,
and a sack of flour was $65.
Right? So $100 so that's showing you. So that's showing you how the value of your dollar, how drastically, just by that alone, then your fuel prices. That alone showing you how your dollar is having
valued.
Yeah, it's being devalued as the days goes by.
And they're just going to speed up.
Yeah.
Hyperinflation going to set in. You know,
so
this is why the scripture is applicable too. Right? They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Now when the NLT now would say they will throw their money in the streets, tossing it out like worthless trash. Right? Like worthless trash. That's what it's going to be. It is worthless trash anyway, but now it's gonna be really recognized that it is trash. So it have no value whatsoever, right? Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right?
Because there is no coming, because the scripture says something about the riches, your riches cannot save thee in the day of the wrath. I think it's somewhere in Proverbs or something like that.
Yeah, that's scripture.
You know, something to that effect, you know.
Don't deliver, don't
you
deliver.
know.
Yeah, can.
Because hey, besides that, then you had to deal with the bail-ins, with the banking bail-ins. All right, for those who don't understand bail-ins.
Is
that bail-ins?
No, the precept here.
Bring it out now.
It says Proverbs 11 and 4. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath.
Yeah, can. Riches don't profit. In the day of wrath, the time is coming up here. This time leading up to Jacob's trouble. right? Where the scripture talk about Matthew 24 and 21, it's going to be a time unlike no other. Right? What that?
He said, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death.
Righteousness, this truth, this understanding, this wisdom, this knowledge. When he went to the last precept here, Ecclesiastes 7 and 12, we say, for wisdom is a defense and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. Right? So that's the reason why it's going to give us life. That's going to keep us stable. Right? Because at the end of the day, when these jakes can't buy and sell, right, they're gonna be in hell. Right? They're gonna be this famine when they come in. Right? They're gonna be what's the word for it? I can't even explain it. But they're gonna be on the floor, on the ground, in pain. Right? They're gonna be running up and down looking for food. Right? You know? They're gonna be running up and down looking for food at the end of the day, but yet the Lord make us a promise. Right? He said that, hey, once we hold fast to this truth and keep His patience, right, we're going to eat and we're going to drink. Right, when they're not eating and drinking, we're going to eat and we're going to, because why? We have this knowledge. And that knowledge going back to the Tawah, that mark of exemption. Exemption from what? Exemption from judgment.
Alright, so going back to what I was saying earlier on, you know, then the next thing you have to look out for is the bank bailing. Alright? Now, going back to 2008, between the years of 2008 to 2013, yeah, around 2013, 2012, 2013, where you had that worldwide economic crisis, where a lot of these banks was losing money because of the shady deals. Even down here, not only with the banks, but down here was with the in Trinidad here was
the Ponzi scheme,
was
the money,
the insurance companies them, you know, like Clico and the Hindu Credit Union.
Yeah, those two big ones.
Help me out here again. Now was one or two other insurance companies, but they was doing the same nonsense like with those big banks in America and other countries was doing, where they was lending out money to people. When I say people, big wigs now, you know?
Risky investment.
Yeah, risky investment.
Like
yeah.
CCI.
Right.
CCI was a big bank that closed down with that.
Right.
They were lending out money, taking a lot of risk with people money. Investing in risky investments. So when it busts, they lose big time. Right.
But the thing is, what keep the head above the water was something called bailouts, where they come to the government, and the government use taxpayers' money to bail them out. Now that caused a whole big scene. Alright? That caused a whole big scene. Alright? Because the government had a term with these banks were too big to fail. Alright? So by them using that too big to fail, and then somebody, I forget the man's name, came up with a clause, with a situation like that. This time it ain't gonna be the government bailing out the bank. Alright? It will be you, the depositors. I told you all, I keep on saying, year come, I keep on saying that there's going to come a day, there's going to go. Look how close RBC is there. Look how close we, and look at it, we move from one bank in the district, look at Sawa, and come back up, we close to our next bank there, RBC.
Now, even just to add it, I just want to say something, don't lose your thoughts.
Yeah.
But even when you look at with the banks, what they used to do, they used to go to the government, right, and sell them majority of the shares, right? But now the banks, they're selling the shares to the depositors. They're selling the shares to the public now. So it go with what Kahan saying that now the depositors, they will be the ones bailing out.
That's what we call bailings.
That's slack here because the creditors now going to have to take the losses. That's how a bailout really just we're going to be bailing now, where the government take the loss, government basically invest into them and ride that off.
No, that was bailout. Bail in
is when the creditors
and the people, the depositors now, boys.
Let me read this definition.
Go ahead. It's when the depositors, them now, who And how they just do it, how they're doing it is like if you have 200,000, 300,000 and up, you're liable to lose out that money.
Right. So the bailout helps with the creditors from losses. Why? Because the government putting money into the financial system to save the financial institution, right? So they will. But however, the bail-ins mandate, there's a mandate means that they must mandate that creditors now have to take the losses.
Now, which is
taking their money,
the people.
Right. That was it.
Who invest the money. That was what I was saying, right?
Yeah.
So, as I say, there's going to come a day, so get Revelation 13:16 from about the shop. There is going to come a day where it's going to go to the bank, where the crisis is going to get so dread that they will want to say, now looking to go and take out your money out of the bank. But when you go, you're not going to get not one black cent. Because this is what the elites want. They want this. Alright? They want this.
That's another way of taking away defense.
You understand?
And not only take away defense, but have them dependent, because when it is the defense get taken away, who they run to?
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't be able to purchase food and the necessities.
Which means you're defenseless.
If
you're defenseless, if you have a shield, right, money come like a shield, and a man hits you with a double-edged axe. Right? Understand what I'm saying?
Hacking it out.
Hacking away. And if you take away that shield break, right, and the man can hit you, so what you'll do, you'll not yield to that man. That's what's going on. That's literally what's going on.
Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor.
Both small and great, rich and poor. Alright? Right? Hold it in. Rich and poor. Alright? So all those who may have the businesses and whatnot and they have well over 4, 5, maybe 10 million in the bank stash rate. You understand? Your money, when that time comes, your money is going to be used. Because the policy is for 100,000 and up, 200,000 up, 300,000 up. Those are the ones that is going to be targeting for the bail-ins. Alright? So when that takes place now, when you lost all that money, read it over again, what is going to take place, and he what?
And he calls it all.
And he calls it all. Go ahead.
Cause it,
right?
Both small and great.
Both small and great. Go ahead.
Rich and poor.
Rich and poor. Rich and poor. Alright, because the poor man also too, he's going to lose out, because hey, the whole economy, despite the banks on them manage to have a bail-in, that bail-in still not going to keep the head above the water, because why? The whole monetary system comes to a crash. You understand? It's not going to have enough creditors.
Yeah, to take their money.
Right?
Even just to add, because that bail-in would be just to clear the debt. It wouldn't, as you say, it wouldn't be enough for them to keep their head above.
Just to clear the debt?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go through session. You go through session.
Another big exception too is federal deposit insurance. Because deposit insurance is only insure up to a certain level. I think down here is either 75,000 or 100,000. So once you have more than that, in terms of deposit in the bank, you're gonna lose everything else.
You're gonna lose everything.
Right? So all them were millions in the bank.
And thinking, well, you know,
it's safe.
No.
Right?
The banking system is the banking system is the worst thing out here that a man could have. That's why the scripture says when we go to Jeremiah.
That's why they say the worst crime is white collar crime. You understand?
Correct.
Jeremiah 17
They rob you without a gun or a knife.
Yeah, the worst.
Jeremiah 17 and 9 it says.
Say that.
Yeah.
Listen, 1 9. We scripture it reads curse be that dependent on man.
Curse be each man. Oh, that is Jeremiah 17.
Yeah,
17 was 5 somewhere around there. Right? 5 was on there.
Yeah. Jeremiah 17 and 5 it says, thus says the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, which are departed from the Lord. You understand? Because I'm letting you all depend on this banking system. This banking system, what the so-called white man, Esau Edom, alright, implemented and bring forth and have you all following under and what have you so forth. You understand? And the thing about it is you guys lean on it. You lean on it so hard until what? It busts through your hand, and literally go and bust through your hand.
Read that scripture for you now.
Yeah, and then you will go back to your
Right, it's Isaiah 36 and verse 6. Right? It reads, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand. It will what? Go into his hand and pierce it. That's what I'm talking about. Right? So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, all that trust in him.
And there is what going to take us if you all go ahead and go back to this.
I want further. Proverbs 23 and verse 5.
What?
Proverbs 23 and verse 5. He said, well, thou set thy eyes upon that which is not for riches.
Well, thou set thine eyes upon that which is not. Will you set your eyes upon your riches?
Ill-gotten gain.
Yeah, your ill-gotten gain. You understand? Which is not. Because these things is, were you thinking as riches? Were you thinking, all right, you have something here, as they say, put out. Nobody's saying put out in a far rainy day. But the thing is, you guys trust in this monetary system and think that this monetary system is going to be your strength.
Just to add, when it look like typical jakes, right? Even the young jakes, all they caught up in is what? Making money to what? Live a lavish life. Right? Which is really a dream.
That the enemy sell
Because the majority of them, they die before the age of 30. Right? And those who make it beyond 30, they spend their life, right, slaving, trying to make this dream come true.
When the thing will come true.
But they call it the American dream.
Yeah, the American dream. What up?
Yeah, he said Proverbs 23 and verse 5. He said, well, thou set thy eyes upon that which is not, for riches certainly make themselves wings, they fly away as an eagle towards heaven.
Right? Because they again go back to the scripture again.
So 1 minute, as they say, they will have their money there in the bank, and next thing you know is because they use it as their
own collateral.
So your riches go on, they get wings, they fly away.
Right?
So they would never secure in the first place.
Right. So with all that culminating is for this. You need to over again, Labakasha.
Revelation 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, and born, to receive a mark in their right hand.
To receive a what?
A mark in their right hand.
To receive a mark in the right hand. Because why? This whole system what these people had designed, what these so-called white man, the oppressors had designed, it was designed to fall. It wasn't designed for you to benefit off of. It was designed for to fall so that they could reach to this where they could get the full control. This is where it is all about this end all be all of these Edom is ready to have full control over you Israelites. Right? Well,
or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell.
And that no man might buy or sell. But that no man might buy or sell. Do me a favor, go into the meaning of legal tender for me. Legal tender. Yeah, go into the meaning of legal tender for me. Because again, Jamaica pave anyway right now. Alright, Jamaica is the blessing than that. Jamaica, and what we don't know is the elites.
Have a meaning, sir?
Yeah.
No, you guys too.
What we don't know is the elites, alright, that pushing this, alright, because Jamaica, don't get it twisted because they have a prime minister. And no, Jamaica is still run by the Queen. Alright? Although we have a president also, we still run under the Queen.
Done.
Right? And not even the Queen. Fuck the Queen. We run under the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and these people because why? We have a central bank. I keep on telling people we have a central bank.
Anywhere in the world
that has a central bank, that country is not being run by the so-called government. It is being run by the elites. The government is just there as puppets. Whether it be UNC, whether it be PNM, whether it be whatever political party that's so-called holding power in your respective country, It is they have been put up there by the elites because the country have a central bank. All right?
As the Rothschild.
Now what you're taking out of my mouth. Go ahead. You're taking out of my mouth. Go ahead.
They say, if I control the money, I cannot control the law, to make the laws. Because when you have the money, you can make the laws.
You can make the laws.
Right? When you have the money, you can control the executive arm, which is what the politicians. Right? So the money is the key.
Man.
That is the reason why.
Defense.
Yeah, correct.
Right? So go ahead. That
no man might buy or sell.
That no man might buy or sell. Right? So go ahead. Legal tender.
And this legal tender is any form of payment.
Any form of what?
Payment recognized by a government used to pay debts or financial obligations such as tax payments.
Such as what?
Tax payments.
All right. So in other words, that's a prettier word for saying fiat.
Right?
Go ahead now. Let me hear what
This meaning a legal tender, right? It's any form of currency, and when I go into the meaning of currency, it's a paper money, right?
Right.
So it's any form of currency that by law cannot be refused as payment to extinguish a debt equal to the amount offered.
Ooh, so you see? So now the CBDC is legal tender. Alright? Now you're getting the CBDC by way of
paper money.
The CBDC is digital currency. Alright? The CBDC is digital currency. Alright? So that digital currency, right now you're accessing that digital currency, your digital wallet is being accessible by your phone. Alright? That is just the first step. Alright? But the end all be all for that digital currency to be accessible is by that C to the H, the I to the P. Alright? So that here, and again he calls it all rich, poor, free, bond, whatnot, so forth, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, so that no man might what? Buy or sell. Alright, so that no man might buy or sell. So now, going to the likes of Sri Lanka, where their economy, where they officially, they have officially announced that their currency, that their economy has completely crashed. Has completely crashed. What how much better? Just as Iran, Sri Lanka is going to come out. Sri Lanka is going to be a testing grounds now. All right, for that CBDC. All right,
Sri Lanka.
That would it's now because people them go right now. The people them on the bending knees. No guy twisted right now. The people them is on the bending knees.
Begging for help.
They're begging. So that was the problem. Alright, and people reacting to the problem. So now it's just for the elites now to come with the solution. Problem, reaction, solution. You understand us? Right? But react here. The problem which was the economy coming to tatters.
Yeah.
The people started to react.
They protesting.
They're protesting. They're going in government minister's house and beating them to a pulp.
Which is what sedition.
Right? You understand?
Yeah.
Even the Jamaican population, they warn the Prime Minister. They say, if you sell out,
When I come for you.
yeah. When you say
they don't sell out. They don't sell out.
Well, we know that.
It's just them not seeing it as yet, because you see, they can still go.
They
to
see
the,
the
they
effects
can still go to
can.
the grocery and buy something to eat, buy something to drink. They can still go to a fuel station.
The other night when you pass and you see me was by the buyer, there with the lady.
Yeah.
I was telling she the morning. I telling she was talking about how the next time she man cheat and she dies it and she want a man. I said the time coming where them same words where you now use there, you will want it to eat.
Yeah.
In that time you will want a man.
Can.
You're born up.
Yeah, I'm on that. Once you get out and you go just fall up, you know. Yeah, pull scripture. Yeah, let's pull scripture. Let's pull scripture. We are freelance, you know.
Yeah.
I'm moving it in the spirit, you know. What?
Say he can have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Right? That no man might buy or sell. Now watch this. Sri Lanka, we're talking about Sri Lanka and whatnot, so forth. But the main one, the main economy to fall, which is the world reserve currency, which is the US dollar, when that fall, well, that is a day. Right now, it just propping up on little shambles at twigs right now.
Yeah, you know what
Because,
they say. Remember the video what they was talking about, even in terms of the stock market really crashing. But what they're doing, the money that they pump into those companies to bail them out before they actually come and watch as fraud, which is window dressing, right?
But
the money they're pumping in, they're reflecting that as that's the value of those companies on the stock exchange.
They're trying to prop it up.
Yeah, they're trying to prop it up, but it's only again. You're doing that, but how you're doing it? You're borrowing more money from the Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
All right?
It's really deficit.
It's deficit.
It's debt.
There's not about surplus there.
God, and he's putting them that debt as assets. Assets.
Yeah.
So you see that what they call window dressing is fraudulent. And this whole system is a fraud. The whole America, that whole reserve system, currency system thing is a fraud.
But even you see that down here because
they
say that NFM raised flour prices and now you have the trade minister, the minister of trade, right, blasting them. You know, because they say they raised it because of the war that's taking place in Ukraine. But the minister of trade is the one who's supposed to give the okay. Right? So that way you had, yeah.
But he won that.
No,
that's on a pretensive spirit.
Yeah.
That's on a pretensive spirit. Alright? That's why, you know, Jeremiah 51 and 7. Yeah, I will start from verse 6. It reads, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. And this is what Yahweh doing. Alright, he's rendering unto Babylon that recompense. Alright, he's rendering unto Esau that recompense, especially not only the elites, but you lower level Edomites. You lower level Edomites who had swallowed that dream of white supremacy. Alright, you low level Edomites who've been living off that dream, who've been living off your so-called white privilege. Alright? Right now, you all, right now the curses is falling upon you all pursuant to Deuteronomy 30:7. Alright? Right now, you all in a state, how I can play it, but in a state of dependency right now. Alright? Because why? The high stature living that you've been living off of. Alright? It's coming to naught. Alright, going down, it says what? Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of wine, therefore what? Therefore the nations are mad. You understand? The nations drunken of that, of all she philosophies and all she policies and all these things. A main thing that they've been drunken of is that dollar.
I want fair on it.
Yeah, that dollar. Alright? A lot in these countries, you know, they've been thinking that, you know, having that wealth in that US dollar, alright, it puffed them up. Alright? It puffed them up because they're thinking, you know, well, the richest can never done. That just because you had that US dollar, that don't mean nothing. It's going to last forever. Because why? US dollar, that the dollar of Babylon. And Yahweh has judgment for Babylon. What now?
It says Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 6. It says, flee, save your lives, and be like the heat in the wilderness. For because thou hast trusted in thy works and in thy treasures, thou shalt also be taken.
And in thy what?
Thou shalt also be taken, he
Thy
says.
treasures, thou shalt also
Yeah, because thou hast trusted in thy works and thy treasures.
You can't. Alright? You're trusted in something that that literally has no value. The US dollar has no value in it. It only had value when it was backed by gold, but ever since that man take away that gold standard, that value had been, that dollar had been depreciated and depreciated and depreciated. Year go, year come, that dollar just getting that, the value of that dollar just shrinking. Yeah, you all borrow so much of money. All the wars you all fought. All the wars you all fought. You all been borrowing money. You understand, to finance those wars. 20 years only over in Afghanistan. 20 years only over in Afghanistan and Iraq. And the amount of money they had us support. You know how much money the Pentagon owing the Federal Reserve, the Pentagon alone, $30-something billion in debt. The Pentagon. Right? Right? And then we talk about
Is that trillion?
nah, billions. But overall within the whole scheme, there are 160 something trillion dollars in debt, and they cannot pay that back. They have no way, because
when they net it off to the assets and finance liabilities, it's about 66 trillion, right? 66 trillion that they can't pay back. That's the difference between assets and liabilities.
Right, that's one thing alone, one problem alone.
Yeah, that's it. And also to the assets overinflated.
Right?
It's really more than that. Really more than that.
And again, how they had to pay that back? They had to borrow more money, which means the Federal Reserve had to keep on printing more money.
Which in turn was destroying society faster, right? And creating more hyperinflation quicker. So the more they borrow, right? The more they take up, the more they stop taxes, which means no income for the government, but yet the liabilities increasing. So yeah, what? Society is going to collapse even faster. I have to bring the scripture.
Yeah.
It says James chapter 5 and verse 1, I'll read NLT.
Yeah.
It says, look here, you rich people, weep and groan with anguish.
Yeah, reap and groan in anguish.
Because of all the terrible troubles ahead of you. Your wealth is rotting away.
Man, the wealth is rotting. Like the other day I was watching this one. I was showing me on TikTok or whatever, Barry Griffith's son. You know, he driving in the BM, topless, big gold chain. Yeah, Gary Griffith's son now. You know what I mean? Gary Griffith gonna howl and bawl in that day. Yeah? When millions being used to bail in a bank, wherever bank he in. Yeah?
All of them.
Well,
Right.
I just one person I just call it, you know, but I just say all of them. Right, but
right, your wealth is rotting away, and your fine clothes are moth-eaten rags. Moth-eaten rags. Your gold and silver have become worthless.
That goes into your currency, your money, it becomes worthless because you're not dealing with gold. If it was dealing with gold, yeah. And then too, alright. Then too, dealing with gold and all that, when it comes to the point where you go want to revert back to the gold, that's all going to be in an inflated sense. You understand? Because now there going to be a supply and demand for gold. Now everybody having gold, and when it comes to the pricing of food with the gold, it will be at a high. If you understand where I'm coming from, like for instance, a bag of bread, instead of you go might pay 2 grams of gold for a bag of bread, the proprietor might want 2 ounces or 3 ounces. Right? So you got to pelt out that. And day by day it might be going up. It might be the price might be rising. The price of the bread might be rising within the gold itself by the ounce.
Worse yet, And that's a cut too, and I tell you how without your how about showing your shine line on your machine, your shine, you're done. Because that gold find in Uganda, all them 51 trillion tons of gold, a mountain of gold they find, right? With more supply, that means that the price is gonna go down for gold. The value of gold is gonna decrease. Right, which means what? You gotta pay more gold for anything you want. So the gold in the same position as money as the paper money. You see what I'm gonna have there? Right? So now if you get food, to get a loaf of bread, you might have to pelt off your thick gold chain that you have around your neck. Right? Your $50,000 gold chain. All them Negroes walking around with a gold chain around the neck, they're gonna have to pelt it out just to eat a loaf of bread.
And that's just prophecy, because we prophesied our years back that here is gonna get just like Venezuela.
Right, so brother,
James 5:3 says your gold and silver have become worthless.
Yeah, become what?
Worthless.
Worthless. What?
The very wealth you were counting on will eat away your flesh like fire. Right?
You understand?
Wealth.
You understand? Because what you see, none of these things where you've been dependent on working for you understand? And you're hungry like dog, and you have to feed your children. You're going to have no choice but to succumb, but to subject onto the government and take your technological advancement in your hand or in your forehead.
And that's the approach, because when you go in the scripture in Revelation 16:2, they say those who take the M to go to the C to the B, right? That C to the H to the I to the P, right? In your hand, right? They say grievous sword is going to burst out in your skin. Why do you think that grievous sword is going to burst out? As the brother was going through earlier, he's talking about
the towers.
Cinco Gamma. Right, the Cinco, right? Those towers, right? Which going to reflect what? Radiation, right? That radiation will be in your body. Plus for all them who take the jump shot and have that metallic substance in the body now, right? You're going to be a walking antenna. Right? So when they say here, what? The very thing wealth you were counting on will eat away your flesh like fire. What do you think they're talking about? Right? Gonna eat away your flesh. The radiation gonna eat away your flesh. You ever see somebody who get radiation poisoning? Right? You know, as the brother was talking about right? The whole ear has come off like sap.
You could touch your whole scalp falling out in your hand and them kind of thing. Radiation poisoning dread.
Right, a lot of them gonna be in that position. Right? You take that MOT to the beat. Antidote. Right? So we line out the source system. Right? That very wealth you were counting on will eat away your flesh like fire. This treasure you have accumulated will stand as evidence against you on the day of judgment. Evidence against you on the day of judgment.
Yeah, because you all, because we've been telling you, that's why when I go to there's Ezekiel 2, Baba Kusha, Ezekiel 2, let's play out now, Ezekiel 2, oh Lord, yeah, Ezekiel 2 and 5, it reads, and there, I will start at 4, Ezekiel 2 and 4, it says I will start at 3, Ezekiel 2 and 3, it reads, and he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me even unto this very day. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and they shall say and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power. And they, which is the children of Israel, which is the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native American, Indians, Caribs, Arawaks, who make up what the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, biologically, alright, not by no, what do you say, spiritual and by horoscope and all them nonsense. You understand? By the seed, by the sperm line, alright? And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, whether they will hear and listen and do, or whether they will scoff and mock and jeer, alright? For they are a rebellious house, yet shall they know that there hath been a prophet amongst them. So this year is going to be as a reader and a say is going to be a prophet against them, because they're going to come to the realization that the men who on the street corners wrap up in bed sheets, as you always want to make fun of, we and say we just like Power Rangers and wrap up in curtain and wrap up in bed sheets. But they will come to the realization that these men These men were the prophets, the true prophets. Alright? These men then all they would realize, but all they will come to the realization that yes, a prophet had been amongst you all, warning you all, and teaching you all, and showing you all what is to come.
I'm going to give a quick precept here, Isaiah 30 and verse 1. What I've been reading the NLT. Like the NLT really bring out some of these points. What sorrow awaits my rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh. You make plans that are contrary to mine. You make alliances not directed by my spirit. Right? Isaiah 30 and 1. What sorrow awaits my rebellious children, saith Yahweh.
What sorrow awaits you all? Yeah, you had the MOTD, you had the famine, alright, you had the disease, the pestilence, the martial law. Alright? These is the sorrows that is awaiting the rebellious house of the nation of Israel.
The great and dreadful day of the Lord.
Huh?
The great and dreadful day of the Lord.
Go on. What?
You make plans that you make plans that are contrary to mine.
You make plans that are what?
Contrary to mine.
I'll tell you all making plans. Here, falling out. I'll tell you all making plans contrary to the Most High God, contrary to what? Contrary to the scriptures. Alright? Because Revelation, remember Romans 13 and 11 quickly, but don't put on your sword. Don't do that. Revelation 13 and 11. I mean Romans 13 and 11, Romans 13 and 11. Alright? Because they don't have this into consideration. Look at that. Romans 13 and 11. This is what they don't have into consideration. That's why they're making plans contrary to Yahweh about Yahweh. What up?
Romans chapter 13 verse 11.
Yeah, go ahead.
And that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. Alright? But they don't have that in thought. Alright? They don't put that into consideration. So that's why they will make plans contrary to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. You understand? Because why? Let me go to Micah 2.
They can't because their real plan is to continue in this place under oppression, to make it in Babylon great. Right? They really and truly, they have the same mind as the master. Right? So either with this Psalm 49 and 11 talk about that. Right? The inward thought is that this house is still continuing forever.
Alright? Micah 2 and 10 it reads, Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Alright, because a lot of you all, right, you have Trinidad here as you're rested, as a die-hard Trinidadian. Yeah? You're a die-hard Trinidadian, but here it is, the economy, alright? The economy is in tatters. Look what's going on. You are die-hard Trinidadian, and the thing about it is, you blaming Rowley. You blaming Rowley for what's taking place right now. So we can't let go under the PNM. When Kamala was there, it was niceness and whatnot, and this and that and the other.
I say, but Kamala was doing the same thing. I was getting anybody because he complaining about the road, how it's bad. He's saying, them men fixing you. I say, Kamala never used to fix you. But at least she used to take care of you.
No, but the thing about it is they're supposed to complain. They're supposed to complain because Rowley, he doing his job. And all that, to do all that job too. No, because that makes problem from ever since back then. Right?
That's right.
They so much want to be like the heathens. They like the heathens to rule over them.
They always looking over the wall to see what the heathens doing. Our Lord say, I think it's Deuteronomy 12 and 30. He said, don't go anywhere, follow the ways.
Yeah, do him ask how to don't make no covenant. Him ask how to serve the God. And this is what going on with church in the world. Right?
That's right.
You always going to inquire when the days coming, you always going to inquire how to worship that beast system in its proper form. by taking that technological advancement. You understand? Because why? You all make here your rest. You all make here your rest. Yeah?
And just to add, because right now, right, as I always say, you know, during the lockdown, you know, the people was willing to do anything for this place to come back to normal.
So so-called sense of normalcy, yeah.
So-called can. But we're seeing taking place now, things are back to the worst, right? Because there's more and more, hey, first time for the year that I ever see so much effect, so much party. You understand? And when you look at the party goers, they go less and less close the way.
Yeah. One more thing. Like the scripture in Deuteronomy 32, when Moses came down off the mountain, there was what? Moses asked Aaron, why have you made the people naked?
Yeah.
They was naked. That's why I can show you that nothing new under the sun. Same thing I was going back. It's the same people,
the same people
that were back then, same jakes.
Yeah, same back of spirit.
Because and you see it was they sense of mirth, right? And with that sense of mirth now, what you have on the rise is what? Crime. More and more killing, more and more judgment from the Lord. Right? So this is the sense of normality. You know that, and I just share how these people love people. So this is the sense of normality that they want to get back to.
Yeah.
Right? But though we out there, we tell them they will stop and mock us. Right? As they say, you know, they say we are up in bed sheet and curtain. Right? This is Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 10. He said, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore had the Lord pronounced all this evil against us?
Yeah, that what they're going to be saying. That what they're going to be saying now. Even when I really try to show them the truth. Why the Lord having, why the Lord bringing all this? Because you see, that's last week we was talking about that they have a false understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. They're thinking of Satan. When all these calamities start to really kick off, they're going to be thinking of Satan doing this thing.
But he do that, but he do it on direction, on the commandment.
On the commandment. But they want to say that, but we know this. They don't know that. In their mind, they're thinking of Satan doing this of his own will. Because he get cast on this and he want followers and he want to have the people, he want to force the people to be subjected onto him. But that
didn't make sense. There's a cast on followers and thing. It come like that and basically we've got everybody on the good thing.
Everybody, right? The whole world out of course, correct? That's right.
But they don't know that. But they don't know that sin is that thing. Right? They don't believe that.
Now, even though they have a false understanding, do you tell them they will take heed? They will take heed. And now the scripture say what? It says, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this evil against us? Or what is our iniquity?
Or what is our, but the thing is, you see the scripture, go to see if you find the scripture. No, not that one. The wicked understand not judgment. It's somewhere in Proverbs. I'm not better, son, wrong? I see you laughing. Huh?
After now we are Israelites.
You know we are Israelites? Is that what you said?
After now we are like the life, and now we are the floating life.
Oh, now we are at your mass now at Mufflin. I'm making all together.
All it Israelites?
Yeah.
Israelites means you are Israel.
No. Israelites is according to the seed. According to the seed of your father.
Israelites means you are Israel.
Israelites supposed to be rastas.
We were supposed to go up in the market side.
Yeah, well, we coming. Here we're going. It's that son, that real son.
Like the plan.
We coming.
Come and go to the market.
Yeah, we coming. You go rock up this now.
Right. This is Proverbs 28 and 5. It says, evil men understand not judgment, but they stay.
Evil what?
Evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things.
If all is true is your life, right?
Yeah.
If all is true is your life, right? In this whole hemisphere, right? In this whole hemisphere, what the prophesied?
What?
What the prophesied in that?
You mean what we prophesy?
One true believer?
If you can deliver,
One true believer or one true God?
is one God?
Yes, yeah.
You can rack up just now, so.
No. Yeah, just very intoxicated.
Right. So well right. But you could let rack up there. Alright, so we are there. I think because we are the one meeting about them.
Yeah. So what is our iniquity or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord our power?
Right, and that would these two, that the mindset that these two towards, because they think within themselves that all that they're doing is right. For them to make a statement like that, they think that all that they're doing is right.
You are not Christianity?
You understand? But anyhow,
gentlemen.
that you say alright, double honors unto the apostles and elders and great of great millstone. Alright, shalom unto the brothers, you know. The lives and the freedom to do so. Shalom unto the spectacle Israelites and shalom unto the very few but faithful Akawats. Right? So this was just before camp edification through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashon Yahushai. So we say shalom. Bad babon.